Is set to deliver his annual State of the Commonwealth address today in Frankfort.
We do expect him to outline his legislative priorities for the new year. So Jim Stratman is joining us now in the studio. Jim, with what we think and expect to come up tonight.
Yeah, legislative session full gear now. This is really the kickoff event, gives the governor a chance to be front and center in front of Kentucky and all the lawmakers in Frankfort to outline what he has done in the last 4 years and also what he hopes he's going to see this year during the next 60 some odd days. Now, some of those successes from this past year include getting sports betting and medical marijuana legalized through bipartisan efforts. Those a couple of the biggest ones that we saw out of the last session. Beyond that, for the past 4 years, we've seen a lot of investment in Kentucky, like Blue Oval SK battery plant coming to Glendale. Beshear could also tout the funding that he secured for major infrastructure projects like expanding broadband internet to access to areas of Kentucky, which was also done through the help of the legislature, and then also big infrastructure projects like funding I-69 in western Kentucky, the Brent Spence Bridge up in northern Kentucky, and the Mountain Parkway in the east. We already know that infrastructure improvements are going to be a key priority for this year as well. Now, I'm going to dive more into what some of those other priorities will look like coming up here in the next half hour. Eric?
All right, Jim, thank you. Remember, you'll be able to watch the State of the Commonwealth live at WHAS11.com. On the WHAS11 app, and all thanks to KET. Now, today is day 2 of Kentucky's legislature's 60-day session. Now, at the top of the agenda is that 2-year state budget. Well, Tuesday, lawmakers started talking about Governor Beshear's proposed spending plan with calls for pay raises for all public school employees. We're going to dig into more on that in the next half an hour of GMK.
Turning to one of our other top stories here this morning, the decision to remove longtime Clarksville Police Chief Mark Palmer is creating turmoil in southern Indiana. The move has garnered heavy criticism from some council members and people in the community. WHAS 11's Alex Dieterer and photojournalist Addie Hill report.
And I'm on the council now, and I will keep talking because I don't think that you should be interrupting me.
In a packed room of 100 people, a tense night in the town of Clarksville, Indiana. In a 4-3 vote, the council named a new Clarksville police chief.
My pleasure to introduce and let you know that the next police chief for the town of Clarksville will be Nathan Walls.
After 12 years as police chief, Mark Palmer will be replaced by Captain Nathan Walls, a decision that's caused tense disagreement between council members.
All those in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye.
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 I'm absolutely a no due to this is so unbelievable of this council.
No specific reason for the replacement is being given, except that it's routine politics to replace chiefs with new administration.
And we've got a job to do. When you get down to it, we're tasked with protecting this town. So all the things going on in the background, all the political things, all the things going on in the internet, I want to be aware of some of that. But my job is to protect this town, and I'm going to lead our department into protecting this town.
Community members also addressed the council, expressing their frustrations with the lack of transparency to why the decision to move Palmer was being made. Alex Dieterer, WHAS 11 on your side.
In a statement shared with WHAS 11, Councilwoman Karen Henderson said, quote, "After a review of our police department, it was decided a change in administration was needed. The nature of policing has changed over the decades, and a fresh perspective is needed to improve, hire, and retain qualified people." She also says they're grateful for Chief Palmer's service and look forward to seeing him in his new role. Walls tells us there is a pinning ceremony planned for this Thursday.
New this morning, a tip to Indiana State Police led to the arrest of a southern Indiana man on charges of child exploitation. ISP says 37-year-old Waylon Schlitkroll of Madison is accused of child molestation and exploitation. On December 31st, investigators received a tip from a person who said they discovered evidence Schlitkroll engaged in sexual contact with a female juvenile on multiple occasions. It's unclear what that evidence is at this time, though detectives were able to get a same-day search warrant and were able to verify it. Schlitkroll was arrested that day during a traffic stop. He's now facing several felony charges.
These are the allegations that you're facing. I do find and put these officers in danger.
Strong words there from a Jefferson County judge for 30-year-old Ray Heenan. He's accused of hitting 2 LMPD cruisers during a standoff at the Walmart near Fairdale. It happened Sunday outside the store on the Outer Loop. Police say officers were responding to reports of a stolen vehicle and asked Heenan to get out of the car. Instead, police say he put the car in reverse and hit 2 unoccupied police cars multiple times. Investigators say he was also drinking beer in the car while all of that was happening. Heenan was arrested on more than 15 charges following a standoff with SWAT. He's being held on a $50,000 bond.
City inspectors say a Highlands apartment building is structurally stable after a car crashed into it. Take a look at this. You can see the car halfway into that building. It broke a lot of the glass, broke a lot of the bricks, caused significant damage to that building there. Well, Louisville Metro Police say the crash itself happened around 10:15 Monday night, and officers who responded found the car empty, but then found and questioned a woman nearby. Police say she was cited for driving on a suspended license, leaving the scene of a crash and failing to provide